Okay, great. So welcome everyone. I'd like to start with the Asato mantra. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma mritangamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. All right. So welcome again, everyone, and thanks for being here. For those who don't know me, I'm Claire. I'm Yoga Nidra teacher, and I'm a counselor in Ayurveda. And I also work with the traditional medicine of the Andes because I live in Peru. Well, just to go back on Ayurveda, probably for people who don't know what it is. It's the traditional medicine system from India. And so it means the science of living, and it works with the 5 elements of earth, water, fire, air, and space or ether to allow us to come to balance. And as I said, I live in Peru in the Andes, and so I'm also an Andean medicine practitioner and herbalist. And I'm passionate about the moon and about Jyotish. And Jyotish, this is the Vedic astrology. That means, Jyotish means the science of light. And it's the eye of the Vedas, where the moon is most important, and it represents the mind, emotions, and the inner self. And it works with the zodiac constellations, and each of them are associated with an element. Again, earth, water, fire, air, and space is the container. And one big difference is between Vedic astrology and tropical astrology. There are many, but one big one is that Vedic astrology works with the nakshatras. And the nakshatras are 27 stars, let's say, or sections of the sky that the moon visits during its orbit around the Earth. And each of them has a unique energy, and it will influence our physical and an emotional state. So when the moon comes into one specific nakshatra, it will have an impact on our emotional state. And we also all have a birth star too. You know, when you were born, where was the moon in the sky? In which nakshatra was it at the time of your birth? And that will give some insight on your emotional landscape. So if you're interested to find out, you can reach out to me, and I'm happy to share that with you. And I'm offering, what we're going to do here today is a Yoga Nidra practice that is aligned with the nakshatra and the moon. So I'm offering new and full moon circles with Yoga Nidra, and I also blend Ayurveda and Vedic astrology to allow us to come to balance and harmony within ourselves and with what's happening in the sky. So, if somebody has never practiced Yoga Nidra before, I would like to give some information about that too, very briefly. So Yoga Nidra means yogic sleep. And so it's a conscious relaxation technique where the body rests as if it was asleep. And while it happens, the mind remains awake. And all you need to do is lie down, close your eyes, and let yourself be guided. It's effortless, but it's incredibly powerful because it allows us to explore, to explore ourselves, a self-discovery. And also it's very powerful for healing. So it's not just relaxation, even though it's great for relaxation too. But Yoga Nidra reminds us of our profound inner power and ability to experience bliss. And it allows us to reprogram ourselves using a sankalpa. And sankalpa in Sanskrit, that means a vow that is aligned to our highest truth. And so it's something, a very deep desire in the present tense that will make us a better person so that the world becomes a better place. It's not something related to the ego. And the sankalpa allow us to plant a seed of a dream deep into the subconscious mind. This is how we reprogram ourselves. So you can start reflecting on one. It's best to work with the same. So as I said, I'm offering practices for the new moon and the full moon. So ideally, it's good to have a regular practice, and that you keep the same each time that you practice Yoga Nidra, until it comes to the point that either it realized or that it doesn't feel aligned anymore. Maybe you have a change of heart, something else has shifted, and it doesn't feel aligned to your highest truth. But it can be anything, something very short in the present tense, like I am healed, and not I am healing. For example, if you're looking towards, if healing is one of your main goals, you're looking at what is the end result. It's not the process, it's the end result. So I am healed. So anything like that, right? Something short and in the present tense. All right, so I'll go through the structure of the circle today. So we'll go through the theme of the moon, and then we'll do a pranayama with a mudra to prepare for the practice. And then we'll practice Yoga Nidra, and then we'll be closing with an opportunity to share if anyone wants to. All right, do you have any questions before we get started? No. Okay, great. So why are we practicing with the moon? So because I love the moon for a reason. And so the lunar cycle, it offers us the opportunity to align with the energies of nature. And it will support our personal growth. And it will enhance our well-being. Because basically the world today is showing us that we need to have constant energy every day or every week. We should be go, go, go. And the moon is just showing us that it doesn't have to be like that. That some days you're going to be, low in energy, and then the energy is going to grow, and then the energy comes back down, and there is a flow. It's not constant, and it's something that you can get in tune with thanks to the moon. She reminds us of that. So she's divided, the cycle is divided into 4 main phases, and each carries its own unique energy. So right now, the full moon was yesterday night. And when the moon reaches its full brightness, it stands in perfect opposition to the sun. And this is how it's reflecting the entire light of the sun. And so this is the full moon. And at this moment in the cycle, the energy reaches its peak. And what was planted during the new moon, 2 weeks before, is either illuminated, something resonates with it, but maybe it hasn't fully manifested, but there is some kind of resonance with what you planted at the new moon. Or it might come to fruition as well, depending on what is the intention that you planted. And so it's a time of clarity, because we have a lot of light, and it's a time of revelation and of gratitude. And under this powerful light, everything, it becomes more visible, right? Our emotions, our successes, but also what needs to be released. So the full moon, it invites us to work with all of that together, to celebrate, to give thanks, and to let go of what no longer serves us. So this full moon was in the Nakshatra Ashlesha. And Aslesha, it's called the clinging star. It's the one that entwines. And the symbol for Aslesha is the water snake. And it's located in the constellation of Cancer, which is associated with the water element. And in Vedic astrology, it's represented by the oceans, which are the water in the atmosphere. So Aslesha, it embodies the energy of the enchantress, who wraps tightly and weaves in illusions and deception and a subtle venom through our emotions and intuition, so we can untangle obstacles, so we can see enemies and untangle the inner bonds as well. So she grants us the power to heal or to destroy. It's very powerful, but it can be both ways, right? The venom can be something that is actually healing or a destroying weapon, basically. And in that process, it allows us to release and to let die what no longer serves us. So we can transform that poison into power, and we can transform the shadow into light, and we can awaken the kundalini energy. The kundalini energy is represented by a serpent coming from the root chakra up to the crown chakra in the spine. And Aslesha is really related to that very deep occult power, which is available inside all of us. It allows us to connect with that and to awaken that energy from the depth of our being. And for those of you who practiced at the last new moon with us, the new moon was in Uttarashana, another nakshatra, which is located in the Capricorn. Well, it can either be Capricorn or Sagittarius, but this time it was in Capricorn, which is represented by the earth. It's associated with the earth element. And at that time, at the new moon, it was the opportunity to plant a seed for lasting victory and collective intentions that were, deeply rooted into Capricorn's earth. And with this full moon in Ashlesha, the water serpent kind of brings up everything that is blocking that momentum. So all the toxic attachments, the emotional illusions, the old fears that will make us cling instead of move forward. And it's the moment where we can see clearly what to release, so our vision becomes real, powerful, and a reminder that it is for the greater good. All right. So that's the theme of this full moon, which is pretty deep. And so to explore that together in the Yoga Nidra, before this, I would like to do the pranayam and the mudra. So the pranayam today is going to be Ujjayi, because it's the ocean, it sounds like the ocean. It's the ocean breath. So that sounds, it feels very appropriate for Cancer. So how you do this is that you constrict at the pit of the throat while you breathe from the nose. And so that will make a little sound like an ocean wave or a Darth Vader. And one cycle is one inhale, one exhale. So I'm going to do that. I think on Google Meet it doesn't allow to hear the sound, but I think in YouTube it does. So I'm just going to do it in case it's helpful to anyone. It should be very slight, very soft. You're not forcing or anything, like you're not, hurting your throat while doing that. You can put your tongue at the tip of at the top of your mouth so that it helps a little bit with this. And basically it should be like if somebody was sitting next to you, they could hear you, but the person next to them will not be able to hear you breathe. That it's not that strong. And so we're going to do 12 cycles of that. And while we do this, we're going to use a mudra called Naga Mudra. And Nag Mudra, Nag, it's the serpent, it's the snake in Sanskrit. And how you do this is that you take your right hand and you place your left hand inside of it. And you're going to close the thumb of the right hand into the left hand. And then the thumb of the left hand on top of the right thumb. And you're going to place this on top of your lap. So ideally, you're going to be seated for the pranayam. So either cross-legged if you can, if you are sitting on a chair, or you cannot, be sitting cross-legged. Then you can just cross your legs at the level of the ankles with the right ankle on top of the left. And just hold that mudra then. I'm showing you again. Right hand, put the left hand inside, you close the right thumb, you close the left thumb. And you place those hands on your lap, again with the shoulders very relaxed. And so you keep that along the process while you're breathing the 12 cycles. I'll give some context about Nagamudra. So it's actually the gesture of deep vision. And when you practice it, it allows you to resolve everyday problems and to bring answers to questions about decisions that you need to make. It's a good one to have. And when you practice it regularly, it will also increase, mental clarity, and it encourages it's an opportunity for your wisdom to grow, to connect really with that intuition inside. So yeah, do we have any questions before we get started with the pranayama? All good. Okay, so you can be seated again, cross-legged or crossed at the level of the ankles, and just hold the mudra, and relax your shoulders, and Ujjayi breath for 12 cycles. One cycle is one inhale, one exhale at your own rhythm. Once you're complete with your 12 cycles, you can release the mudra. Just keep your eyes closed and observe your natural breath for a few moments. And then you can prepare for Yoga Nidra by lying down, making sure you have a blanket near you, because the body temperature will drop during the practice, unless it's very hot, and then you don't need one. Welcome to your Yoga Nidra practice for the full moon in the Nakshatra of Ashlesha. The energy of Aslesha carries an enchanting magnetism that dissolves obstacles and enemies through a transformative venom. It awakens kundalini, guiding deep spiritual transformation, transcending pride and sensory attachments to access the wisdom of the unseen. Try to stay aware and awake during the practice and simply follow my guidance. So you're lying down in Shavasana, feet width apart and hands alongside the body, palms up. Make sure you're feeling warm, or use a blanket to stay warm as you slowly transition into relaxation. Adjust your position to make sure you're comfortable. Then stay completely still. Eyes closed, become aware of your body lying on the ground. Feel the ground supporting you. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, relax. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, relax even more. Take one more deep breath. And as you exhale, relax completely. Notice the sounds around you, slowly moving from one sound to the next without naming them. First, the sounds outside the room. Notice every single sound. Now the sounds in the room. Every single sound. Listen to my voice guiding you through the practice. Listen to your breath, to your heart beating in your chest. Let go of the sounds now. Just listen to my voice as I guide you through the practice. Now create or remember an intention coming from the depth of your heart. A seed, dream, or vision you would like to manifest in your life. Something extremely important to you. In Yoga Nidra, this is called Sankalpa. Make it a short and simple positive statement in the present tense. Memorize it word by word. Then repeat it to yourself mentally with faith and trust 3 times. Now let me guide you through parts of the body. No need to do or think anything. Just bring your attention to the body parts as I name them, while remaining completely still. Become aware of the space between the eyebrows. Then bring your attention to the pit of the throat, the right shoulder, right elbow, wrist, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, wrist, elbow, shoulder, back to the pit of the throat. Now bring your awareness to the left shoulder, left elbow, wrist, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, wrist, elbow, shoulder, back to the pit of the throat. Continue to the center of the chest, where the ribcage meets. Then move to the right breast, center of the chest, left breast, center of the chest, solar plexus, sacral chakra below the navel, move your attention to the right hip, right knee, ankle, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, ankle, knee, hip, back to the sacral chakra below the navel. Now bring your awareness to the left hip, left knee, ankle, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, ankle, knee, hip, back to the sacral chakra below the navel. Go back to your solar plexus, center of the chest, pit of the throat, back to between the eyebrows. Feel your whole body. Feel your whole body together. Now bring your attention to your breath. Observe your chest and belly slowly rise and fall, flowing with ease, like soft rhythmic ocean waves. The breath is calm, deep, and relaxed. Prepare to internally count down your breath from 54 to 1 as you observe your chest slowly rise and fall at each count. If you lose count, continue where you left off or simply start over. We will begin together. Inhale 54. Exhale 54. Inhale 53. Exhale 53. Continue on your own now. going to take you through physical sensations. Imagine the sensations and make them feel real. Feel the suffocating heat, as if you were being embraced by burning serpents in the depth of a humid jungle. Notice the sticky dampness on your skin, in your throat, the insidious poison seeping in. Sense this magnetic, constricting embrace throughout your entire body. Now reverse the sensation and feel the liberating fluidity, as if you were diving into the pure, benevolent waters of the ocean. Feel the refreshing waves dissolving the chains, washing away the illusions, emotions flowing freely through your being. Feel this transformative purification throughout your whole body. Let go of both sensations now. Now let me take you on a journey. Visualize yourself walking barefoot on a white sandy beach, facing the ocean under a starlit sky. The enchanting glow of the full moon illuminates the shimmering surface. Breathe in the salty freshness of the ocean air. The water is murky, magnetic, mesmerizing, inviting you to dive into its depth. Gently begin to immerse yourself in this dense living water. As you move forward, the water reaches your ankles, your shins, knees, thighs, hips. Now the water embraces your navel, wrapping you in a nurturing and transformative hold. Move deeper and feel it rise to your chest, shoulders, neck, chin, lips, nose. Notice how you can still breathe effortlessly beneath the water. The water now covers your eyes, your forehead, the crown of your head. You are now completely submerged in the ocean, standing at the bottom, feet rooted in the sand. All around you pulses a secret world. Starfish, shimmering corals, serpents dancing with the current. Feel yourself completely held, refreshed, and nourished. Your whole being cradled, transmuted, and awakened by the Serpent Mother. Notice how full and alive the world feels in this moment. Sense this vibrant fullness within you. Take a deep breath and connect to that fullness. You're now able to connect to the universal wisdom, to receive knowledge from the moon. Listen to the whispers of the Serpent Mother within your heart. What message do you receive? What fears or attachment block your big vision? And how can releasing them serve the collective? Where do illusions grip and stall you and your goals? What hidden truths must you explore to allow transformation and turn your intentions into real, unstoppable action? Now send a clear message out to the universe, stating what you need, knowing that the energy of the moon will support you. Give thanks to the moon for her support. And for her light that illuminates and frees what no longer serves you. Feel yourself enveloped in love, nourished, and gently rocked by the tenderness of the waves. Then, when you are ready, slowly come out of the ocean, knowing that you can go back to it anytime you would like to. Now return to your Sankalpa, the intention you set at the beginning of the practice. Remember it word by word and repeat it to yourself mentally 3 times. Slowly return to your physical body. Begin to notice your breath. Feel the support of the ground beneath you. Now notice the sounds around you. Maintain your eyes closed and observe the room you're in. Start to bring gentle movements to your fingertips and toes. Stretch your arms and your whole body. With eyes closed, roll to the right side and slowly come up to sit. Keep your eyes closed until I tell you to open them. Feel the after effect of the practice. Start rubbing the palms of your hands together and place them above your closed eyes. Slowly open your eyes in the palms of your hands. Then gently remove your palms and look at a fixed spot in front of you to allow your eyes to adjust. This practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat. Welcome back. So again, I will share the recording and the reflective questions that were part of the practice by email in the next 24 hours or so. Is there anything that came up that you would like to share?
That's the first time I could really connect with that wise, nourishing, mystical side of the serpent. I know it's a big energy, but I've never been able to really resonate with it. And I think this opened a door to go there and experience that. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, the serpent is really powerful. It connects us to the earth and water element actually, but this Aslesha is more watery, but very mystical. Yeah. Very powerful. Great. All right, then. I would like to close with the Asato mantra once again. Asato ma sangamaya tamaso ma Dirgamaya Mrityurmamritangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in 2 weeks for the next new moon practice. Stop the recording now.